Hello. In this lecture, we will be discussing on the resistance, its properties, how to work with a simplified resistance which are connected in series and parallel. Welcome to the lecture. Resistance is generally represented by the symbol R. It is a unit in ohms. It is the resistance offered to the current flow. That is why we have the symbol like a speed breaker, right? It is offering the resistance to the current flow. More the speed breaker, more resistance. Okay. Now we know from our basic circuit analysis in part 1 of the lecture. This is part 2. I will explain what is a DC source, what is a AC source. In a DC source, I will be representing things in capital letters. In AC source, it is dependent on time. It is a function of time. So I will be using small vt and small I of t to represent the voltage and current. Okay. Now for a resistance, the voltage is related by V equal to IR. This is called Ohm's law. This is your Ohm's law. Okay. Ohm's law. And if for an AC circuit, it's equal to V of t equal to R into I of t. Right? It is the same for both the AC and DC. And there is an inverse of resistance is your conductance. It is measured in Siemens or mho. Both are the units. Siemens, name of a scientist. Also reverse of ohm, OHM. It's MHO. It's the inverse symbol of ohm, right? Okay. Instead of putting the inverse symbol, right? Of. Okay, right. So this is your mho or Siemens, right? Now we will be seeing about the resistance are in series. What we will be doing? Apply Kirchhoff voltage law for this loop. The current is flowing in this direction, right? Is flowing in this direction. The current is flowing in this direction, right? So what is the entry voltage? It is minus V plus I into R1 plus I into R2. So this voltage plus this voltage plus this voltage is equal to 0. That is your Kirchhoff voltage law is applied. So I am taking V to the right side. I am taking I outside. So V equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 can be combinedly said as R equivalent times I. That is, what is R equivalent? R equivalent is R1 plus R2. Okay. Now if you look at this circuit, this is a parallel circuit. In parallel circuit, the elements are in parallel, right? In series circuit, you know, this will be carrying the same current. The same I is flowing through R1. The same quantity is flowing through R2. So therefore I can say they are in series. In parallel, the voltage will be the same, right? Voltage across the element will be the same, right? How can I determine the voltage is the same? If you take this R1 and this resistance R2, they are connected to the same points, right? If you look at these points, say R1 and R2 are connected to this point, R1 and R2 connected to this point, right? So they are in parallel. Okay, in parallel, voltage is the same. What is the voltage? Voltage at this point is V. Voltage at this point is grounded, right? So voltage across these 2 points is V, right? So I can apply Kirchhoff current law. Kirchhoff current law at this node, right? At this node I am applying Kirchhoff current law. That is, incoming current is equal to outgoing current at this node, right? At this node, incoming current is I, outgoing current is I1, I2. So I is equal to I1 plus I2. We know what is current, voltage by resistance. So what is the voltage across these nodes? This and ground node, this is the ground node, right? I can make it like a ground node. Okay, it's V by R1. The current I1 is V by R1. The current I2 is, the voltage across these 2 points is also V. So it is V by R2. The current voltage at this point is V. Okay, because this is V, so this voltage is also V, right? So V by R1 is I1, V by R2 is I2. So taking V outside, it becomes 1 plus R1 plus 1 plus R2, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 is into V, right? And we know what is voltage. Voltage is equal to current. I am bringing this term to the denominator, right? Bringing to the denominator to the left side. I have done it like this. And we know V equal to IR. So I can write this V equal to IR as I by 1 by R. I by 1 by R. Okay. So what is 1 by R now? Compare this expression with the standard expression. V equal to I divided by 1 by R is equal to V equal to I divided by this expression. So 1 by R is equal to this term. 1 by r is equal to this term. So 1 by r is equal to 1 by r1 plus 1 by r2. Okay, so I can say if it is in parallel, I can find the equivalent resistance by 1 by r equal to 1 by r1 plus 1 by r2. Now we are going to work with a simple circuit where I have some resistance connected in series, right? How I am confirming they are in series? Because all the current are flowing, all the current which is flowing through each element is the same across through each element, right? The current is same through each element. Okay, there is no any branching out current, right? All I is the same through 8 ohms, 4 ohms, 4 ohms and the 6 ohms. So these elements are in series. Now the question is find the current I. We know what is current, voltage by resistance. Okay, since they are in series, what we have found in the previous slide, I can R equivalent is equal to sum of the resistance which are in series. Okay, thereby I can add all the resistance. So R equivalent is equal to 8 plus 4 plus 4 plus 6 is equal to 22 ohms. So I is equal to total voltage is 4, total resistance or equivalent resistance is 22, so it is 0.18 ampere. Now go to the second problem. Come to the second problem. Here the elements are in parallel. How I am confirming in parallel? Because all the elements are connected across the same point, right? If you look at the resistance, this arm, this leg is connected to this point. Another leg of the resistance is connected to this point, right? So the all are in parallel. In parallel, voltage is the same. Okay. So this is a node. This is a node. This node is a ground node. All are connected to the same point. And if this voltage is V, then voltage at this point is also V, right? And that means they are in parallel. When they are in parallel, what is the result we have seen in the previous slide? When they are in parallel, what I can do is I can make 1 by r equal to 1 by r1 plus 1 by r2 for two resistance. Here how many resistance I have? Here I have 4 resistance. So 1 by r equivalent equal to 1 by r1 plus 1 by r2 plus 1 by r3 plus 1 by r4. So 1 by r equivalent to r1 is 8, r2 is 4, another r3 is 4, r6 is, r4 is 6. Okay. So 1 by 8 is 0.25, 1 by 4 is 0.25, 0.25, 1 by 8 is 0.125, right? 1 by 6 is 0.167. Now I got this value, add everything, it is 0.1792. Sorry, 0.792. So 1 by r equivalent is equal to 0.792. I need r equivalent. So 1 by 0.792 is equal to 1.26 ohm. So this entire resistance, can be replaced by 1.26 ohms. This is the replacement. Okay. So this is 4 volt, this is the I. Now what is I? I is 4 divided by 1.26, it is 3.174 ohms. Okay, I can also mark it like this for this part of the circuit. This entire resistance is replaced by 22 ohms. So the circuit becomes 22 ohms. Okay. So this is 4 volt. Okay. Right. Now we move to the next circuit. Right. And some other observation we are going to make here. We know in a series circuit, if you want to find the equivalent, it will be larger than the largest resistance. What is the meaning? Because I am going to add the resistance value. Okay, so definitely you look at this example, what is the largest resistance is 8. Okay, what is the equivalent resistance is 22. So it's definitely larger than the largest resistance. Okay, now for the parallel circuit, the R equivalent will be definitely smaller than the smallest resistance. Why? Look at this example. What is the smallest resistance is 4. What is the equivalent resistance is 1.26. So 1.26 is definitely smaller than the 4. Okay, these are some general observations. Suppose I have n resistance. Okay, R1, R2 up to Rn, all are equal values. So what does it happen? What will happen now? R plus R up to nr. So the equivalent resistance is n into R. Similarly, n resistance which are of value R are in parallel. So the equivalent will be R by n. Okay. Now we look at a case in which two resistors are in parallel. This is the most common case. If two resistors are in parallel, it becomes like 1 by R equivalent equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Taking LCM, I get this expression. So R equivalent equal to, I will invert this. So what we can observe from this is, from this expression is, when two resistors are in parallel, I can find the equivalent resistance by multiplying those two resistance value and dividing it by the sum of those two resistance. I will get the equivalent. But remember, do not expand this for three resistance, right? For three resistance, I cannot say R1, R2, R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. This is completely wrong. This is applicable only for this shortcut, I can say, is applicable only for two resistance are in parallel. Okay, suppose if you have three resistance, what you have to do is you have to again proceed like 1 by R equivalent equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. This is the procedure we have to follow when three resistance are in parallel. Or else another technique we can have is first solve these two. These two are in parallel, no. So solve this. What will be the equivalent? R1, when two resistors are in parallel, I can multiply their value R1 plus R2. Okay, let me say this value equal to Rx. So this value is Rx. Okay, now if you observe, this Rx and R3 are in parallel. Rx and R3 are in parallel because Rx is the equivalent of these two. So what can I do? R equivalent is equal to Rx into R3 divided by Rx plus R3. Okay. So what I want to say here is, if you have three resistance in parallel, first you solve two resistance in parallel using this expression, get that result. Then again with that answer go for the another resistance, solve for that. Like this you can expand. Okay, if you are not interested in using this expression, you can expand like this. Solve start with two resistance, keep proceeding. Okay, you take two resistance and you proceed. Is it okay? Okay, now come to the circuit. They are asking what is the equivalent resistance. If you look at the circuit, the two problems, right? This, let me say this is first problem A, this is the B part of the B problem, right? Okay. First, before starting the problem, we have to observe whether they are in what are the resistance which are in series or parallel, right? If you observe, it's quite simple that this 20 and 10 ohms are in parallel because both the resistance are connected to the same points, right? They are connected to this point and this point. So they are in parallel. So that means they will be having the same voltage. What about 5 ohms and 2 ohms? Are they in series? 5 ohms and 2 ohms. Look at it. The current coming will go here, right? The current coming will also go here. So all the current which is flowing through 5 ohms will not flow through 2 ohms, right? So they are not in series. Okay, right. So what about this 1 ohm and 1 ohm? It will always carry the same current. So this 1 ohm and 1 ohm are in series. Okay, so what can I do is I can simplify this as 1 plus 1, I can add no. So it becomes 2 ohms. Okay. Now this 2 ohms, 1 plus 1, I got 2. Now look at the circuit again. This 1 plus 1 is connected to across 2. They are connected to the same point. So 1 plus 1 is 2 is parallel with 2. So 2 parallel 2. 2 parallel 2. What will happen? I can solve 2 into 2 divided by 2 plus 2. So it is 4 by 4. It is equal to 1 ohm. Okay. Now this entire setup will be looking like this. 5 ohms. This is 1 ohm. This is 4 ohm. This is 10 ohm. This is 20 ohm. Right? Okay. So what happens? Look at whether these elements are in series or not. Yes, they will having the same current, right? So I can add 5 plus 1 plus 4, that is equal to 10, right? So this entire thing is parallel with 10. So 10 parallel 10. So I can redraw the circuit as 10 ohms, 10 ohms, 20 ohms, right? It's our choice, right? Either I can solve, solve these two parallel first or these two parallel first, right? It's our choice. So I will always go with the equal resistance. For equal resistance, the parallel value will be 10 by 2 if they are equal, right? Because what I have said here, when n resistance are in parallel, when they are equal, it becomes R by n. When two resistance are equal, they are parallel, R by 2. Okay, so 10, we can just proceed. I am going to solve this. So it becomes, I am expanding 10 into 10 divided by 10 plus 10. So equal to 100 by 20 is equal to 5. Now the circuit looks like 20 parallel with 5. Okay, now try to solve this. They are in parallel. So I can simplify this as 20 into 5 divided by 20 plus 5, that is R equivalent is equal to 20 into 5 is 100 divided by 25 is equal to 4 ohms. So the entire circuit is equal to how much ohms? 4 ohms. Okay, right? And some people may ask, sir, if I solve this 20 10 parallel, then with the result can I go with again parallel with 10? Yes, that will also give the same answer. Order is not important, right? I have first solved 10 10 parallel, that result I made parallel with 20. If you solve 20 10 parallel, that result you make parallel with 10, will always give the same answer, 4 ohms, right? Now we move to the next problem. The next problem, observe this problem. What are the elements are in series, right? Whether 6 ohms and 4 ohms are in series, observe, right? The current which is flowing here will take this path as well as this path. Okay, so definitely they are not in series. Okay, but you can see these 2 ohms are in parallel, right? 2 ohms are in parallel means what happens? This part of the circuit, they are in parallel. So 2 into 2 divided by 2 plus 2. So it is 4 by 4, it is 1. Okay, now the new circuit will be 1 ohms, 3 ohms, here I have 2 ohms, here I have 4 ohms. Okay, this is the new circuit, right? I have replaced this parallel element into a single 1 ohm. These are in series, now I can add, right? Now the circuit becomes like, if I am adding 6 ohms, this 1, 3 are in series, so 1 plus 3 is 4, again this 4 is there already, and here I have a resistance 2 ohm. Okay, so 4 4 is parallel, so what does it become? 4 into 4 divided by 4 plus 4, so 16 by 8. So this thing, this will be get reduced to 2 ohms. Now the circuit will be like 6 ohms, 2 ohms, another 2 ohms. Okay, on solving, all are in series because they carry the same current. Okay, they carry the same current, right? So I can add. So R equivalent is equal to 6 plus 2 plus 2, it is 10 ohms, right? Okay, thanks for listening. We'll be meeting again in the next lecture. Do subscribe the channel. Any doubts, put it in the comment section. Happy to help you. Happy learning.